You check your email, and there are 47 new messages. 47. Your heart sinks a little. You know you won't get to all of them today. In fact, you might not get to half of them. By tomorrow, that number will be 90. By Friday, you'll have lost count entirely. Here's the thing nobody tells you about email overwhelm. It's not actually an email problem. It sounds crazy, I know, but stick with me. Your inbox isn't overflowing because you get too many emails. It's overflowing because you're trying to use your email as a communication system when you should be using it as a task management system. Think about what you're really doing right now. An email comes in, you read it, you don't know if it needs action, so you mark it as unread. Maybe you star it. Maybe you just leave it there, hoping you'll remember it later. Days pass. Now you've got 200 starred emails and 300 unread ones, and you're still not sure which ones actually matter. Does this sound familiar? Most office workers spend between 28 and 30% of their workday just managing email. That's not reading important emails, that's not responding to critical communications. That's just managing, organizing, searching, wondering what you missed. We're talking about nearly 2.5 hours every single day disappearing into email chaos. Over a year, that's 400 hours. That's 10 full weeks of work gone. But here's the liberation part. You can take control. Right now, today, not someday. The solution isn't getting a better email app or another productivity system. The solution is shifting how you think about email entirely. You've been playing a losing game because you've been playing by the wrong rules. The good news is you're about to learn the right ones. Let's break down exactly why your current system is sabotaging you. Most people use email as their primary organizing system. Everything lands in one place. Everything gets marked as important or not important. Everything is treated like a notification system where every single message demands immediate attention. Here's the problem with that approach. Email is fundamentally reactive. You don't decide when emails arrive. Your boss doesn't schedule their message for a time that works for you. Your client doesn't coordinate with your calendar. Email is chaos arriving on someone else's timeline, and you're trying to use it like it's an organized filing cabinet. It'll never work. When you treat email like a communication system, you make yourself its servant. You check it constantly. You get distracted by new messages while you're working on something important. You interrupt your actual work to read and respond to things that might not even matter. It's like trying to write a report while someone keeps tapping you on the shoulder. Eventually, that report never gets finished. The second problem is even more insidious. Your inbox becomes your to-do list. An email comes in asking you to do something, and now that email lives in your inbox, taking up mental space until it's done. Except emails get lost, emails get buried. Emails come in at 3 in the morning and you read them half awake and then forget you read them. Your brain has to constantly wonder, did I deal with that? Did I respond? Is that still waiting for me? This creates constant background stress even when you're not actively working. Here's where most people make their biggest mistake. They think they need better email habits. So they check their inbox fewer times a day. They unsubscribe from newsletters. They mark things as spam. And yes, those things help a little. But they're treating the symptom, not the disease. The disease is that you're using the wrong system for the wrong job. Think about it this way. You wouldn't use your email app to track your finances, right? You'd use accounting software. You wouldn't use your email app to manage your calendar, would you? You'd use a calendar app. So why are you using your email to manage your tasks, your actual work, the things you need to accomplish? Email was designed to transmit messages. It was never designed to manage your workload. Modern AI tools are starting to understand this too. They can read your emails and extract the actual tasks hiding inside them. They can identify which emails contain action items and which ones are just for information. They can flag deadlines and dependencies, but even the smartest AI can only work within the system you've built. If your system is broken, no tool can fix it. So how do you actually fix this? It starts with a fundamental mental shift. Every email that requires action is not an email, it's a task. Every email that's just for information is not an inbox item, it's a reference. Once you internalize this distinction, everything changes. Here's the new system. When an email arrives, you ask 3 questions. First, does this need action from me? If the answer is no, archive it immediately. Done. It's gone. It's out of your mental space because your brain doesn't need to process it as a task. Second question, if it does need action, when does it need action? Not when did I receive it? When does it actually need to be done? Is it due today, this week, next month? This is the critical piece that transforms email into legitimate task management. Third question, what's the actual task? Not the email, the task. Maybe your boss sent you an email about a project with 7 paragraphs of context. The actual task isn't to read the email. The actual task is to deliver a proposal by Friday. That's different. That's real. That's actionable. Here's what the new workflow looks like in practice. An email lands in your inbox. You read it once and only once. Right then and there, you decide. Does this need action? If yes, you extract the task and put it in a real task management system. A real one. Something like Todoist, Microsoft To Do, Asana, or even a simple spreadsheet. The specific tool doesn't matter as much as the principle. The email itself gets archived. It's done. It's not cluttering your brain anymore. This is where modern AI can actually help in a meaningful way. There are email plugins and tools now that can automatically detect action items in your emails and create tasks for you. They can read an email and ask, is there a task here? And if there is, they can send it to your task manager with a due date and a link back to the original email. You're not doing the heavy lifting. The AI is doing it for you. But here's the key thing. Even if you don't use AI, this system works. Because now when you open your task manager, you see your actual work. You see that you need to review the budget report by Wednesday. You see that you need to follow up with the marketing team by tomorrow. You see that you need to update the client on project status. These aren't buried in a sea of email noise. They're clear, they're prioritized, they're actionable. Your inbox becomes a processing center, not a storage facility. You process emails once, you extract the work, you archive the email, your inbox stays at 0 or close to 0, and your task manager becomes the actual system where your real work lives. Think about how freeing this is. You're no longer trying to remember which emails had action items. You're no longer worried you've forgotten something important. You're no longer context switching between communication and task management. You're focused, you're organized, you're in control. And here's the beautiful part. This actually reduces email stress and email volume over time. When people know you're not going to instantly respond to every email, they become more thoughtful about what they send you. The culture shifts. Fewer emails arrive, and the ones that do are more meaningful. Now let's talk about how you actually implement this starting today. Because information without action is just entertainment. And I don't want you watching this and feeling inspired and then doing nothing different tomorrow. Step 1, choose your task management system. Pick one today. Don't overthink it. Todoist, Microsoft To Do, Asana, Notion, even a text file, whatever. The tool matters less than the decision. You're moving your work out of email. Step 2, for the next week, adopt the 3-question rule. Every email that lands in your inbox, you ask it, does this need action? When does it need action? What's the actual task? Extract the task and put it in your system. Archive the email. Do this consistently for 1 week. Step 3, check your email on a schedule, not constantly. Schedule it maybe 3 times a day, maybe twice, maybe once in the morning, once at lunch, once at the end of the day. The The specific schedule depends on your job, but you're no longer letting email dictate your attention. Step 4. If you want AI to accelerate this process, explore email task extraction tools. There are plugins for Gmail and Outlook that can automatically pull action items and create tasks for you. You can set it up in minutes and it'll save you hours every week. But even without AI, the system works. Step 5. This is the most important one. Trust the system. Your brain will resist this at first. It's used to email being the main storage facility. Your brain will feel like you're forgetting things because the inbox is empty. You're not forgetting things. The tasks are in your task manager. Check your task manager instead of your inbox. Here's what happens when you make this shift. First, your stress drops immediately. That background anxiety of wondering if you missed something, gone. Your task manager is the source of truth now. Second, your productivity skyrockets. You're no longer spending 30% of your day managing email. You're spending your time doing actual work. Third, your relationships improve. People get real responses because you're not buried in inbox chaos. You're focused, you're intentional, you're professional. This isn't a small optimization. This is a fundamental restructuring of how you work. And it starts with understanding one simple thing. Email is a communication system. It's not a task management system. The moment you truly get that, everything changes. Your action today is this. Pick your task management tool. Just pick one. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. Then tomorrow, implement the 3-question rule with every email. Does it need action? When? What's the task? 1 week from now, you'll be amazed at how much clearer your work feels. You've got this. You're already overthinking email way too much. Stop managing email. Start managing your actual work. That's the revolution. That's the shift that's going to change how you spend your days.